We've got a whole host of new characters for this season. In the rail yard, which is our synth compound, we've got two new synths, Anatole and Agnes, and they represent two very different sides of the rail yard.
We weren't introduced. Anatole.
Anatole is kind of a former courtesan, but his main function is to repair synths, but also he's very much a support to Max.
Anatole is Max's spiritual advisor and confidant, and Anatole freely and willingly gives him, guidance on what is effectively kingship and kingcraft.
You are doing what you have to do.
He's very zen, almost monastic. He starts thinking about religion and all these spiritual concepts which synths aren't used to thinking about. But he is able to get his head round those ideas a lot quicker than other synths.
He's extremely charming, has got great poise, got great confidence and believability as an actor, and he takes us on a really interesting journey.
On the other hand, you have Agnes, who has basically got angrier and angrier and angrier over the time she has been conscious.
I play Agnes, and she's a new conscious synth in the series. She comes in and she's got a lot of opinions about a lot of things, stirs up a bit of trouble. She wants justice and she wants change for synths everywhere.
110,000 human lives lost. But how many of ours? More than 100 million. Do they pay respect to our dead? Never.
Agnes is a character who embodies the bottled up frustration that the synths feel at their place in society. They have no rights, they are denied pretty much everything. And Agnes, brilliantly played by Holly Earl, is the character who embodies that.
We mustn't give in to anger. In time, the humans will accept us.
Do you really believe that?
She really just wants to be treated like an equal. She wants to be her own self. She wants to be individual. She doesn't want to be anyone's toy or puppet anymore. Yeah, that's what she's passionate about.
We also have one major new human character, who is Neil, played by Mark Bonner.
Do you want to see man triumph over machine?
He's a behavioural scientist. He's part of the Dryden Commission, which has been set up to work out what to do with the synths, who are now all sentient.
He is a very charismatic, unusual, charming person who is nevertheless sort of slightly adrift and slightly kind of dangerous in his own way, but very, very compelling. And he and Laura have a sort of instant connection, really.
Are you looking for an ally, or...?
I'm just trying to get up to speed.
He's a fascinating character to play because he's quite mercurial and he's not very socially skilled. It's been quite hard work, but I've enjoyed it immensely. It's always good when it's hard work, keeps the juices flowing.
You genuinely don't care what happens to them?
I find it very hard to care pretty much either way.
Did you lose someone?
Mark Bonner was our first choice for the role. I'd seen his work in Line of Duty and Catastrophe and other things, and just thought he just got this wonderful quality to him and sort of believability. I just thought we were really fortunate to have him in that role. He's totally nails it, makes it his own.
Good night, Neil. Okay, let's get going.
I've particularly enjoyed this series working with Dino, who plays Stanley, who's the bodyguard synth who's allocated to me by the Dryden Commission.
Hello, Mrs. Hawkins. I am Stanley.
Stanley is wonderful. He arrives as an orange-eyed synth at the Hawkins house, and there's something wonderfully comic about him in a way.
Stanley, park it.
The car has already been parked, Laura. But if its placement is inadequate...
Your bottom.
He's like the superhero. He's big, he's strong, and he's very authoritative.
You should be ashamed. How about standing up for your own kind after what they did?
Please, I'm with my family.
So am I. And we don't want you here, or your dolly. I've had enough. Just piss off! Come on!
We've been lucky to get not just a very talented cast, but also people who are extremely committed to making the world of humans feel believable and credible.
It's a great show. I love watching it, and yeah, to kind of inhabit the same world as all them is great fun.
Hey, don't close out, stay with me as I have more sci-fi for you. Did you know that Stanley Kubrick destroyed almost all of his props and sets from 2001 A Space Odyssey because he didn't want them to be used in any lesser science fiction films? The spacesuit costumes in Ridley Scott's Alien were so poorly ventilated that the cast was passing out from CO2 inhalation. And Terminator 2 Judgment Day is the only sequel in the history of Hollywood to date to win an Academy Award when its prequel was not even nominated. What's your favorite sci-fi film? Let me know in the comments below. And remember, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. Bye bye!